no I in this. It's the whole team, share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 cribbin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pull out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, I ain't know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control the She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just ripped the jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I'm turning my vision. You young, you should get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play, I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly, I turn it at hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights, I'm shining so bright. This visor cover my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a river. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking thanks, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, right around in the round. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money call it right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. Let's go.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits.
No.
Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turned up, turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go.
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down, Broncos.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Rolling to his right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And Wilson going to keep it again. Off the option, here's Williams. And he finds some open. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Raiders, nothing. Brandon McManus, we kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Raiders take over first down at their own 22-yard line.
Come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now this throw caught left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Throwing on first down is Carr. It's caught here by Adams. He'll get it inside the 20. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Ball's right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yeah, that's the
highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. First down. Quickly into the hands of Waller. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
29, Express, 93.
To throw, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Broncos will take over on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, Wilson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
He's got room past the 30.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, here's the option.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin.
And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from
touchdown Raiders. Keelan Cole, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I think this one went away very simply because he estimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now they're going with a screen here out to the right. Bulldozes past him.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Raiders first down.
first down. Carr. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Here's Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. This time the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They've not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, Wilson will keep it. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. Now a hit and a loose football.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The kick by McManus is good. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Phillips now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On 2nd and 10, Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. They've got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
And not much happening there as they get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
when they went to the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're professionals in a lot of ways, but they had to learn what they saw in that first half.
Carlson on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A huge play there for Denver. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang
on. 2nd and 10, it's Wilson again. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Patrick. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Mike Gesicki, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Again, it's Carr. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass complete. Now race for the marker. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 19-yard line. Wilson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
All the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a 1st down. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try to put points on the board.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get it behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going. I think.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure that forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. But I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
This is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Raiders start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Carr going to look to throw. It's complete to Cole. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And they, of course, will decline the penalty and just take the yardage on the completion.
And this defense, they've got to be beyond frustrated at this point because even when they're grabbing and holding out there, they're still completing passes. If you grab someone, they shouldn't be able to catch it.
Carr now to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Carr. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
To throw is Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Carr going to throw here. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's got this down to the 35.